Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for some 3 versus 3 action in Starcraft 2 on the map Ulan Deeps. We've got Spartan here as the Orange Terran, allied up with Contrarian as the Yellow Protoss, and Mike as the Purple Protoss. Their opponents, the Teal Protoss, Zerabrado, the Blue Protoss, Rod Black Sun, and the Red Zerg, Exhoon. Ulan Deeps, a map I just do not like for 3 versus 3, although I've said it before, I don't like a lot of the maps on 3v3 just because they're so low econ. I mean, I know a lot of the 2 versus 2 bases may have difficult expansions, but they have expansions. 3 versus 3 maps just have no bases. You've got your main and your natural, and then there's this gold and this gold. That's it. That's it, no more. And these golds are not hard to keep. Basically, if your team can get both golds, you're probably gonna win if you can hold it for enough of the game. You may lose it a few times, but. And then we're just gonna kind of zip through some of this early stuff. We do seem to have a fairly early pool going down here for Exhoon. Is he going for a bit of a ling rush? Who can say? And we do have a scout. We got a scouting probe here. We gotta watch out. Do we have any? We don't need forge. We got a couple of gateways coming. So Rod does not appear to be doing any sort of trickeration. On the last game we saw all sorts. We saw like 4 gate warp gate rushes from 3 Protoss at once. It was insane. I loved it. Maybe I should just go back and catch that game again because that game was awesome. If you haven't seen it, you must. You must. It is mandatory. Absolutely mandatory. Next we got some roaches coming out here from Exhoon. Exhoon. I think the H is silent. It's Exhoon. Not really getting aggressive with that. Looks like Contrarian's poking around with his stalkers. Looking around, seeing what's going on, seeing if anyone's taking these gold right away, which may not be a bad idea. Some people might try to take this gold right away thinking no one's going to scout it because they're going to be too afraid to push out. They're going to be busy working on their own econ, their own expansions here. And we do have Siege Tech coming out here for Spartan, so he's going to get them their Siege Tanks up because he's Terran, and what else is he going to build? And we even got a Scouting Observer, so Contrarian is being very active, keeping eyes all over the map. Maybe it's because he's got the center position and he's got the most secured spot, the most secured natural, the most secured base. And ooh, we got a lot of Ling Roach here for Exhoon. Is he going to get aggressive with that, or is he just going to stand back? And a small force here, Contrarian, just a little bit of a gateway army with an Immortal thrown in, because hey, why not? And it looks like Exhoon's going to be expanding a little bit behind a lot of the other players on the map. Zerabrado's already got his expansion up, Mike's already mining on his, and Contrarian's already got his up. And whoa, we got a Void Raid out already? Contrarian, that seems a bit odd. You've already got a Void Ray out. We're gonna go right into finding that V key, aren't we? But wait, what's this? Whoa. Interesting. We got a Warp Prism going here. Does he have the speed upgrade for that? No, it's a very unusual upgrade, although usually if you're going for some sort of Warp Prism play, you generally get it before you move out. Get that Warp Prism there as quickly as possible. Oh, and he's gonna warp in right behind the mineral line. And I don't know about the decision to get Stalkers here. Zealots are pretty good at taking out a mineral line. They're tough, and they do a lot of damage. It may seem counterintuitive, but the Zealots do a lot more damage, I think, than Stalkers do. Especially against mineral lines. But he's going to go for a couple of Stalkers. And, oh, he's going to see those Immortals coming. He's going to get out of there. He's also going to see we got a couple of Stargates here. And, oh, here comes the Void Ray just in time. Is it going to get this Warp Prism down? He's going to just chip through the shields. But if his buddy had been out there at the same time, they might have been able to focus it down. But it looks like it's going to get away because the Void Ray is faster than... Or the Warp Prism is faster than the Void Rays, even without the speed upgrade. So he's going to get out of there safely, doing a little bit of damage. And delaying a lot of mining. And he's going to have these Immortals, force these Immortals back, so they're back here defending the mineral line instead of out in front where they could maybe doing some damage to the Stalkers that Contrarian just keeps running around the map. Who knows, but we're going to speed this back up here again as it looks like the that little trickeration has ended. And it looks like Mike's getting ready for an expansion or just checking to see that this one is not taken. I don't see a probe yet, so it doesn't look like he's going to be taking this expansion. There's a Warp Prism poking around again. Is he going to be heading towards the south? I don't know. we'll have to wait and see. Keep an eye on that warp prism there. It looks like he might be swinging around and do some crazy play. Oh, he's really got that thing down there at the bottom of the map. He's gonna spot the Overlord farm. Oh, but there's some Mutalisks here for Exune, so this warp prism is as good as dead. He's just about to pull in the range of the Mutalisks, and there goes. Goodbye, warp prism. What are you gonna do? And oh, we got these Void Rays moving out for Zerabrado. Now, whatever happened to Contrarian's warp prism? Did it escape, or did it meet its end to those Void Rays? Let's see. Does anyone have a kill? Anyone got a kill? No, no one's got a kill. So they must have, Void Ray must have gotten away, or is it still in the map? Yeah. Well, he's got 5 Void Rays, so I guess I can't really tell. And he also has DTs. Oh, he's got some DTs out of the map. He went from making Void Rays into a Warp Prism drop into DTs that are really giving these roaches a hard time right now. Which they can, yeah, they can burrow. But it's also going to leave this expansion defenseless. This Overseer is going to be done in time, but a Queen and some drones aren't going to be enough to stop these DTs. The Queen quickly goes down. And these drones are just going to meet their end. The roaches are going to be able to help defend it now. The DTs are going to try to give them a head fake, juking around, but I don't think they're going to be able to get out of there. Oh, 1 goes down, 2 goes down. Are these 2 going to make it? Oh, they're going to run deeper into the base, which may be a mistake, or it might be brilliant because nobody's stopping them right now. And now they're going to run into this mineral line, and Rod is going to have to pull his probes out of there. Oh, but he's going to blow right into the other DT. Oh, and he's detected. His Overseer's not here. He didn't bring his Overseer. It's right down here. Going to bring the Overseer up. Yeah, whew. Oh, and then there's the Observer, too. But we got a huge massing force right here. Looks like Spartan wants this expansion, and they are going to take it, and they are taking it in force. They are not going to let anyone stop them. But these Void Rays. Oh, just as I looked at them, it must be that Zerabrado was watching this cast, and he's like, "Whoa, I got to go back in time and move those Void Rays now." Oh, and they're going to find a missile turret, but missile turret is not going to be enough to stop a ton of Void Rays. And oh, Spartan has no defenses in the back of his base now that 1 missile turret went down. And this SCVs are getting completely slaughtered. He's got to pull them out of there, but oh, some bad pathing is going to get several more to lose their lives. And here come the middle streaming in a single file, which is probably not good for them, but it looks like it was enough to force the Void Rays off for now. But they are still on the map, so you can't count them out. And here comes the Void Rays to Contrarian to help stop them, but I think he's a bit outnumbered. I don't know if this is a good engagement for him, and he does have an upgrade. Well, no, they're tied on upgrades, so that's not a concern. And he's going to see if he can try to poke at him a little bit more as they run away, but if they turn around, oh, is he going to get one? Oh, he's going to get that one, and he's going to pull out. Oh, but he lost one of his own. An even exchange right there. But it is going to be enough to save Spartan his base, but he's got to get his SCVs back there or start making some more. And, ooh, looks like they're going to see if they can try to head off those Void Rays, and now there's a carrier in the mix. What are the Protoss doing this game? And we haven't all this, and we've not seen any cannon cheese yet. But meanwhile, down here at the bottom of the map, it looks like the Mutalisks from Exune are finally moving out, and there's no anti-air here. There's a serious lack of anti-air in their main bases right now, and it looks like this Nexus might go down. Is he focusing it down? I think he's focusing it down. It looks like they're all shooting at it. And Mike is going to lose his Nexus. Here comes the anti-air, but it's going to be too late to save the Nexus. And then the Mutalisks are going to... Oh, they're going to focus down the robotics bay, which is going to stop any Colossus protection. No, it survives with 10 hit points. 1 more volley would have taken it out. And he would have denied Colossus for quite some time. And oh, he's going to pull right in here to the Stalkers. I don't know if this is a good idea. Now he's surrounded. Oh, if these Stalkers had blinked, they could have gotten down there and completely destroyed these Mutalisks. But no, they're going to stay alive a little bit longer. They have to be careful because their presence is well known. And meanwhile, we got Mike did take this expansion down here. We've got them, Spartan taking the goal in the north. And our friends to the east are going to have to do something about that. If they can't get those bases, they're going to find themselves seriously out-macroed. I mean, seriously, having your opponents up 2 bases on you when you can't expand anymore is devastating. Oh, and now he's going to move into Contrarian's base. Contrarian also has no anti-air here except this Void Ray that's about to spawn, but Void Ray's not going to do anything against this many Mutalisks. And oh, the Twilight counts as unpowered, but no one using that anyhow right now. So he's going to try to focus down the Nexus. It looks like did he cancel that? Oh no, the Void Ray did get away, but he's going to lose the Nexus, and this is not enough Stalkers. And he is going to lose the Nexus. Oh, he's getting some more Stalkers in there, but they are going to be able to force them away. And a quick blink is going to do a little bit more damage to those Mutalisks. Meanwhile, we've got the Void Ray Carrier. Wow, Immortal Force here, going to completely overrun this base. I don't know what happened to the units that were here, but they're obviously gone now, and the Planetary can't stand up to the awesome power of +2 Immortals. They're doing 60 damage first into Armored. A Siege Tank has 160 hit points. Not going to last long against Immortal, especially this many. And oh, they're getting absolutely devastated. Meanwhile, the Mutalisks are still alive, and now they're going to take out this Planetary. And Spartan's going to be down to just his main, which has already seen a little bit of harassment and is already running out of money. And he needs to make some more SCVs too, because he's quickly running out of workers. They're trying to force it down, but these +2 Immortals are going to be so good against the Stalkers with the Void Race backing it up, doing a little bit of extra damage. And these Immortals just aren't dying. They're just completely destroying the Stalkers. The Zealots will help a little bit. They'll knock down one. Are they going to be able to get that next Immortal? Yes, they will. But there's still 3 left, and they're going to focus down Zealots, which is kind of a mistake, but... And there are 2 left, but that one Stalker's not going to be enough, and there's another Stalker, and he could probably... The Immortals could probably finish that off. Oh, no, they got to get out of there now. Oh, are they going to get another one? One more hit, and that Immortal is going to go down. But the Mutalisks are still alive. Nobody has stopped them yet, and we got buildings on fire. Oh, he better repair that, or all those Marines are not going to make it. Those 2 Marines are not going to make it out of there alive if he doesn't repair that. And he's sending an SU down there to repair it. It's right in the middle of the battlefield, but now he's slowly thinning out the Mutalisk ranks, and he's going to try to force away. Oh, he's going to force him into the more units, and he's going to lose a lot of Mutalisks. And I don't know, he did a lot of damage, but you don't want to lose your Mutalisks in the process, especially when you guys don't have the gold. You can't afford it, and he's still going to continue the harassment, but he's just going to run these Mutalisks into the ground. One's going to go down. A quick blink is going to take another one's life. Nope, nope, he might just get away. Does he have another blink in him? Oh, they're going to stop. No. Okay, they are going to make it out of there. Meanwhile, we got a big stream of Mike moving down here, right in close proximity to this army. And those Mutalisks are still around, but it looks like a couple more of them have gone down. But no, they're going to run right into this base, and oh, they're going to get absolutely devastated. Meanwhile, we got Zerabrato trying to take this base, while Contrarian is going to long distance mine. It's like Void Rays and Immortals. I don't care. Get me them gold minerals. That was really bold. But we do have some Stalkers here. He's going to warp in some. Oh, he's going to warp in some DTs as well. And here comes the Immortal. He's like, hey, I'm +3 now. I do 65 damage versus Stalkers, and Stalkers only have 160 hit points. But those DTs are going to go to town. That Void Ray is not going to last that long against this Marine Stalker combo, and those DTs are just getting in the way. He's trying to drop down a ton of cannons in desperation, but that is not going to. The DTs will have none of it, and those probes have got to get out of there. And here comes a couple of Immortals, but they're completely outclassed. There are too many units here, and they're going to go down. And here come the reinforcements from Mike, but he kind of left his base hanging here. I mean, he's got some cannons there, but, you know, they're only going to last for so long. And now they're pushing the front right now. Mike's got his Stalker Immortal Force, not quite as upgraded as... But, you know, Rod's got some... There are a lot of good upgrades here, but those Immortals for Zerabrato, just +3 is just going to destroy all armored units. And getting all cut up in the choke here. If they at least had some vision of the high ground, they could kind of be sniping these buildings, but they're taking a lot of damage from behind that they don't need to as they slowly work their way in here. And Blacksun's going to bring in some Stalkers of his own to try and reinforce, and he's going to bring in some Zealots, but I don't think that's going to be enough to stop this force. They are in big trouble right now. And it looks like Exum is going to try to send some force of his own, even though he's got some reinforcing Stalkers from Mike here. They're going to give him pause. I don't know, you might just want to send his links to that, because they're losing ground here, and they need to get something to stop all these units that are completely wrecking this part of the map. And a couple Stalkers of Contrarian are going to go here and destroy Zerabrato's mineral line, and that is not what he needs right now. And here comes some DTs. We got to be careful of that cannon. And here come the Roaches and Mutas here from Exum. And I think that might be enough to clean this up, I think. Oh, he's going to lose a lot of Roaches to those Immortals, because Immortals are just so good against Roaches and Stalkers. But the DTs are here now. Is there any detection in the base? There's one cannon over here, but that's just about it right now. They have to be careful not to get too close. He's going to try to move in the mineral line. Oh, there's another cannon back there. They got to pull out of there really quick. But no, Rod's got some observers in the area. I don't know why he's keeping 2 together unless he's afraid they're going to get sniped. So the DTs are like, well, we'll just grab a couple of pylons, and now that Stargate's unpowered. Oh, this is already unpowered. And they're going to try to take down another one. Why is that Zealot not attacking? They're going to try to take down another pylon. Is he going to get it? No, he is not. And now Contrarian is going to be taking that base. Which, once again, they're holding the golds, and that's going to speak well for them. And Spartan's got to get some SCVs. How many SCVs? He's got 10. Spartan, build some SCVs. I know you've got mules, but, well, you don't really have mules because you don't seem to be using them right now. Oh, there goes a mule. You desperately need some more SCVs right now. Oh, we're getting Templar Tech here for Contrarian, and we're getting 4 Stargates up for Mike. And those pesky Mutalisks are back. But this time they're going to be backed up by some Void Rays from Zerabrado, who's even got some good attack upgrades on those, despite the fact he's been focusing on his Immortals. But the Voiders are getting focused down, trying to focus down that pylon. They will get one of the cannons to shut down, but they're still getting completely hammered. But the Mutalisks are being able to go to town while that's all going on, and those Immortals aren't going to do any good to anything that's going on here right now. But they did manage to force the Mutalisks off, even though I thought the Mutalisks could do a lot more damage. There's not a lot of Stalkers here. They are going to force it back. Oh my goodness, I need a drink. The beginning of the game got off started a bit slow, but it is really getting exciting now. And Rod, just as it's getting exciting, Rod's like, I'm throwing in the towel. I can't do anymore. What does he have? He's got 2 Zealots. I mean, he's got this. I guess he's just mined out. He couldn't do anything. He's got a little bit left here, but he just figured he couldn't do anything else. But it's not over yet, because Exune's still got these Mutalisks poking around, trying to be a nuisance. Just Mutalisks are going to do. He's got 2/2 upgrades for those. But are they going to be able to stop it? There's a few more cannons here this time. And it looks like that Exune is going to be focusing his time on those cannons, which means as he's doing damage to the cannons, he's not doing damage to anything else, which means the cannons are doing exactly what they're meant to do, which is preventing things from getting destroyed. And yeah, I mean, he's focusing down all these cannons. I mean, he could be focusing down these active Stargates, but no, he's focusing on cannons. He's gonna get a couple of a couple of probe kills there, but now he's into another cannon force. He suddenly realizes I may have made a mistake. Some of those Mutalisks are gonna reevaluate their lives and their life choices and think, I went awry somewhere. Meanwhile, this gold went down again to a Zerabrado's very potent forces. And now he's got +2 shields on those Immortals, but does he have protection right here? Who's that? It's Contrarian's Observer. So these Immortals are not going to last long against DTs, even with +2 shields. And yeah, he's going to have to get out of there. Oh, another one goes down. Oh, and now we've got his missile turret's going to take some pot shots at those Void Rays. And oh, he's going to, Zerabrado's going to leave that Void Ray behind just to die. And whatever happened to those Mutalisks? Did those Mutalisks ever make it home? It looks like the Mutalisks did make it home. And it looks like they're going to be pushing forward again. And Zerabrado, he's throwing in the towel now, but not before his Void Rays try to get a couple more Marine kills, but the Marines are going to handle those Void Rays just fine. And now Contrarian is pushing forward. All they got left is Exune and whatever remnants are left over from Rod and Zerabrado. And here come a bunch of Lings. No upgrades. Does he have any upgrade? He doesn't even have the speed upgrade. He's got a bunch of craplings, and that is what I call them. Not cracklings, craplings. Because with no upgrades, oh, and a nice blink there is going to completely deny the Zerglings any avenue of attack, except for that poor fellow up there that kind of got himself in a bad position. But some good micro from Contrarian is going to keep the Zerglings from getting any sort of surround. And he'll get in the range of that cannon, and a quick blink is going to get him out of the range of that. Meanwhile, these Mutalisks are once again going to town, and I don't know what these craplings are doing. Not much. Maybe there's an attack going up there that they stop, but Exune just being a pest with those Mutalisks, which he actually cares about because he actually gave him upgrades. He didn't give any upgrades to his Zergling, not even speed. He's like, nope, sorry Zerglings. Don't care to give you any upgrades. No Zergling love. Oh, but now we got some Marines here. They are 2-1 Marines. Upgraded Marines are absolutely every Mutalisk's nightmare. Yeah, ask any Mutalisk. When they go to sleep at night, the thing that gives them cold sweats, if a Mutalisk can sweat, is upgraded Marines. But he is just being quite persistent. He is not stopping until every Mutalisk goes down. Even getting the +3 using ill-gotten money from his abandoned allies, but what can he do now? I mean, there's just no income left. Nope. It's all spent. That's it. I mean, this is his army. And some craplings. I mean, look at that. Zerglings should not move that slow this late in the game. And they're going to try to come in here and help, but Oh, the DTs are out. The DTs are outrunning the Zerglings because they don't have the speed upgrade, and now they are no longer in any range of the detectors, and the DTs are just gonna clean the rest of them up. Oh, I think I'm going to cry. Meanwhile, Mike's gonna clear out this base, which is probably the only one of the limited sources of any sort of income that was left in this game. And that's gonna be it. I told you, you take those golds, you hold them for long enough, and you're gonna win the game on this map every time. Sure enough. You just, I suppose you gotta hold it cost effectively. You just throw units away, just try to keep that, then you're gonna probably lose really, really quick. And Contrarian's gonna say the inevitable, because we all know it, and Exu knows it too. But I hope you enjoyed this game, and have a day.